Nam Dong Stadium, about to get underway with our first match between Singapore and South Korea in the women's side of the draw. Yesterday, tough old day for both those teams. Here's our Singapore side. Haven't really been able to fire yet. Yesterday, going down to Japan and Hong Kong by big scores before beating Uzbekistan 32-0. South Korea, haven't really seen them on the circuit for a long time. They had 3 losses to China and Thailand, but then narrowly going down to Guam at the end of the day. Here's our referee, Mr. Noriaki Hashimoto from Japan, and we get underway through Lee Min-hoi, and a chance for these teams to take 5th place is what's on offer for these sides. And of course that's very important. Difference between coming 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th can mean the difference being relegated out of the series down to the 2nd tier next season. So you may not be playing for the cup, but you're playing for survival. First scrum of the day. Here come Korea with a searching run, trying to get round the outside as Seo Bosi in the open. The try line looks open. First try of the day to Lee Joy-yeon. And what a good start for their supporters here at Nam Dong Stadium, 5-0.
Number 7 of South Korea has scored a try.
대한민국의 준결승전 선수가 플레이트 됐습니다.
We see the final passage there. Lee just stepping in off the left, beating Chan in the tackle for a valuable 5 points. They scored 5 tries yesterday, South Korea. Singapore scored 6. Here's a wobbly one along the ground. A bit cooler today than it was yesterday. Here goes Chan. Very prominent in Hong Kong 3 weeks ago. Hasn't quite had the amount of ball she had then in this event, but that might change in these final 2 games as they play lower rated opposition. Singapore opting for a kick, and not Hong Pei-yi's best effort, you might say there. Nothing was going on. Tried to get the toe onto the leather. Didn't come off. Comes South Korea now. It's gone forward, says Mr. Hashimoto. So a scrum for Singapore just inside Korean half. And on comes the replacement T. Tawasosi. Powerful front rower for Singapore. Had some destructive runs yesterday.
Substitution by Singapore. Number 13 is substituted for number 16.
Singapore backs extremely deep. Haven't crossed the game line yet. Still behind the game line. So they've gone through the hands, but they've lost 5 metres. There is Tawasosi trying to inject herself, but gets a pass slightly behind her. Mistimed the run a little. Perhaps their back's just a little bit deep. This is Seal. That's a good run. Getting another penalty, not rolling away. Tap and go. Koreans eager to get on with things here. Good pass out wide to Lim. Scored some tries yesterday. Gets the legs pumping. Across comes Ao Yong. Takes her down, but good support play on the inside by Seo. And that's a good team try. Work down this right-hand flank. And the Korean Rugby Union officials are delighted with that.
Korea has scored a try.
First try of this tournament, and what a beauty. So they take a 10-0 lead against Singapore. Singapore, they wound up 5th spot in Hong Kong, beating Sri Lanka for 5th and 6th place. And they are now, look at this work down the right-hand flank by Lim. First of all, good tackle by Ao Yong, but cracking tackle, and then over in 2 tackles. Coming on the burst was Seo,
Substitution by Singapore.
excellent
Number
try.
5 is substituted for number 9.
Down the line. Scored a great try yesterday, Light. Looks to impose herself on this game and makes a great run, and Taososi with a spiral pass. Again, giving it some width, but a little bit too deep. Christabel Lim ends up knocking it on, but it didn't go forward. And away goes Ao Yong. Alvinia Ao Yong with Lim on her back manages to bat it down, and that's great interference running from the number 1 Lim. Sets up a try and then gets back and saves a try. But a penalty in the process, and Alvinia Ao Yong gets up to her feet and scores the opening try today for Singapore. And that was rather exciting stuff.
Singapore has scored a try.
싱가포르 선수가 트라이했습니다.
So, great run to start things by Ao Yong, and then brilliant defensive tracking back by Lim. Penalty came, and it's always tough when you get penalised and you're all around the ball and the opposition, the attacking team has the ball, they tap and go. Very hard to get back 10 and defend. It's almost kind of cruel. But the kick has missed, so 10 points to 5. In this opening match today, Christabel Lim gets it underway. Oh, that's a nice little restart. Tawasosi comes barreling through and lamps her to the ground. South Korea again showing some real intent to run this ball. Here goes Lee. That shocking white hair of hers, can't mistake her. Trying to make their way to halfway now. This is good work by the Koreans. 2 good tries already. Another big strong run from Lee Jo-yin. Try scored the first try. And it's just there for Chan, who helps herself to the ball, and now coming down this left-hand side, it's Lai Poisan, steps off the left once, tries to get the step going again. Good spot tackle from Kim Dong-lee. Yet again a penalty tracking back, so here's Tawasosi. Can she go in from here? Should be too big, too strong maybe. Gets the arm free, and Alvinia Ao Yong gets number 2, thanks to some good strong running by T. Tawasosi, and that's 2 good tries in 2 minutes for Singapore. They're back. It's 10-all.
Number 8 of Singapore has scored a try.
싱가포르 팀의 8번 선수가 트라이를 성공했습니다.
This time the kick's over, so they take a 2-point lead into the break. Good match so far, 4 quality tries. Good support play again from Ao Yong.
Singapore has succeeded a conversion kick.
싱가포르 선수가 펀치킥을 성공했습니다.
The first half of the match has just finished with Singapore leading South Korea with a score of 12-10.
방금 끝난 전반전 싱가포르 팀이 대한민국 팀에게 12대10으로 앞선 채 승부되었습니다.
Good comeback there late in the second half by Singapore to turn around a two-try deficit. Thanks for joining us on YouTube stream here today. Don't forget that at 1 o'clock local time PM we'll be switching from this feed over to rugbypass.com. You can follow all the action there. If you don't have a subscription, you can get one for the first month free. No problems. Super HD beaming into your eyeballs. Crystal clear. Been impressed with South Korea in this match. In fact, yesterday scoring 5 tries, including 2 against Thailand, 3 against Guam, but not able to pick up a victory, and firmly in the hunt for their first victory here today. Here comes on to Chan. This is Lai, ridden to the ground by Lee Min-hui. Bit of a scrap at the breakdown there. Someone's going to have to fish it out. It's Chan Jiaoyu that does it. Now Yong now looking for a third try. It's a bit of a foot race. She's up against Jang Hei-su, but she's pushed her illegally. Hashimoto-san on the spot there to spot that eagle-eyed official, using all his pace to get back there. Now Yong looks hungry. Scored 6 tries in Hong Kong. Slow off the start mark yesterday. Scored 3 now. Come the Koreans, the lead. Tap and go. She's tripped over her own player. Hang on, go back, do that again. Didn't actually leave the hands, luckily, because she fell over Lee, who was lying on the ground. Good basic skills from the Koreans, obviously well drilled. They've turned that one over. Tawasosi flings it out wide. Shocker from Christabel Lim. Not a very sympathetic pass to her winger, Lai. Singapore bring on some more muscle. Annabelle Wu joins the front row. A little bit quiet yesterday was Annabelle compared to some dynamic runs she made in Hong Kong on day 2. So let's see if she can get her mojo going. They'll probably look to push Korea off this ball, but they win a free kick. Take it quickly. Here comes Singapore again. Shuhada is on the field, on the wing, gets her first touch. Now she gets the ball out. Here comes Tawasosi. Ao Yong again. Takes on Lee. Tawasosi firing it out. Here goes Annabelle Wu. Keeps her feet well. Dishes it up, and that's good work. Committed two defenders. That's a better pass this time to Ong Pei-yi. She's going to canter into the corner there. And that's much better from Singapore. Through the hands this time, and try number 3 to put a little bit of buffer on the Koreans now. With about halfway through the second half.
Number 3 of Singapore has scored a try.
싱가포르 3번 선수가 트라이를 성공했습니다.
Pleasing piece of play by the Singaporeans. Good work from their two power players, Tawasosi and Wu, both able to get the ball away under contact, committing defenders. And that's what they've been tasked to do. Now Yong gets another conversion, so it's a 9-point buffer now. Looking to win the right to play off for 5th and 6th later on today. Loser of this will go and play off for 7th and 8th. That'll be versus Uzbekistan or Guam, the next match. Now Korea have to come back now and show some of that form they had in the first half. Singapore defence has been improved in the second half. Good tackle by Wu. Sorry, it's Tawasosi. That's a good powerful run down the side, but they do get her over into touch. A gang tackle gets the big Korean over on the far side. Some big breaths there for Alvinia. Looks like a couple of subs going to be made for Singapore. Up goes Ong. Tawasosi. There's Chan. It's good offloading and contact. Here goes Wu now, needs to straighten up. Tawasosi has 3 on her, but just gets the legs going. 4 on her. What a huge run from this power player. That's exactly what Singapore needs. Some go forward. Oh, straight through the gap goes Samantha Teo. Ball in 2 hands. Wonderful stuff. And the Koreans are left splayed on the ground as he spliced through the middle of them there.
Number 9 of Singapore
That's a
has
4th
scored a
good
try.
try for Singapore.
싱가포르의 기본 선수가 트라이를 성공했습니다.
That'll please Coach Wang. Scored 4 unanswered tries now. Ao Yong on the hooter.
Number 8 of Singapore has succeeded the conversion kick.
Big tackle there from Kim Dong Lee, the Korean number 3 there. You can see down in back play someone's winded. And that's wonderful stuff from Teo. So the hooter's gone. It's 26 points to 10. Comfortable victory in the end for Singapore. And there's time left for more. Tawasosi puts the long one down. Have Korea got the stomach to try and close the gap on the scoreboard? Notional only. Or should they be saving themselves for the 7th and 8th playoff? Here's a good show and go from Yu Jinju. Up to the halfway now goes Seo, the try scorer. Lee Min-hul is there. This is good work from the Koreans. Can they finish with a burst? Yu Jinju takes it to ground. Lee's on the double round. Good low tackle round the ankles. And earning a penalty of Singapore. What do they want to do here? If they kick it straight out, they'll have to play a line out. But the ref has got that one wrong. By my feeble understanding of the laws, you must play the line out. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's Singapore 26, Korea 10. And Singapore will go through to play off for 5th and 6th later today.
본 경기가 종료되었으며 싱가포르 팀이 대한민국 팀을 26대 10으로 이겼습니다.
And that's